After a season full of injuries, the Vancouver Canucks were hopeful that they wouldn't have to deal with any more. But November is in 2 days at the time of recording, 1 at the time of upload. And we have 8 or 9 injuries on this roster. We have Quinn Hughes, Connor Garland, Brock Besser, Jonathan Lecker-Mackey, Philip Hedl, Niels Hoglander, Derek Forbert, Victor Mancini, and Teddy Bluger, all hurt before November, and they're all out at the moment. They're all out at the moment. That's insane. Now, with so many injuries, you have to have players to replace those players, and I wanted to take a look at those players who replaced the players who were injured and see how they're doing. Now, one of them is actually injured. It's the crazy part. One of the people who came in to replace injuries is hurt. That's how unlucky this team is. How's it going, guys? I'm CanucksLand. Welcome back to episode, I think it's 10 of the CanucksLand podcast. Apologies for no podcast last week. I had no idea, and I didn't want to upload a video that was not good. So let's get into this one right away. What are the injuries? I listed them. I mean, man. So Hoglander was out early in the season. Same with Teddy Bluger. Teddy Bluger was able to come back, and then he got hurt. Derek Forbert, I'm pretty sure he was able to come back. He got hurt. Hoglander's going to be out for a couple months. Teddy Bluger's week to week. Forbert just got placed on LTIR. Hedl got hit really hard by Tom Wilson. He's out. Who else? Mancini got hurt in a game. Lecker-Mackey got hit and hurt in the same game as Hedl. He's week to week. Connor Garland got hit really hard. We don't know. He shouldn't be too bad. I didn't even list Quinn Hughes. I might have listed Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes is out with an injury. Our best player is out with an injury. It's just, it's total mayhem. It's crazy. I think we're cursed. We have to be cursed. There's no way this team... I mean, a lot of teams are dealing with injuries. A lot of teams are dealing with a tough schedule. There's no excuses. But our injuries are crazy. It's insane. What the hell? And the fact that we're still 500 with all these injuries... Kiefer Sherwood. It's all this guy. This is the reason we're 500, is Kiefer Sherwood. But let's hop right into who replaced them. So the replacements I have found on at least the score sheets are Lukas Reichel, who we traded for, Victor Mancini, Linus Karlsson, Max Sasson, P.O. Joseph, Tom Villander, Mackenzie McEachran, and Joseph Labate. Now these are the players who weren't in the opening night rosters who replaced injured players. So let's start off. Who replaced them? So they're all Abbey guys. If you look at them, they're like, okay, they're all Abbey guys. Karlsson was a scratch to start the season, and we all expected him to be a scratch to start the season. P.O. Joseph was a scratch as well, but I mean, you pick Mancini over him. It's just that you were able to send Mancini down without waivers, so you do it. Sasson, you can send him without waivers. I feel like you pick him over Baines. He's been really, really solid. But how are they doing? So this is going to be a quick podcast episode. I do apologize, but man, this is a quick topic that we can just touch on because it's insane. So the injuries, we are very cursed. Let's go back a little bit. I apologize. Let's go back. We are so cursed. How is our whole team hurt? Who replaced them? A bunch of AHLers. How are they doing? Let's get into that. This will probably be the longer part of the podcast. Joseph Labate. His game against Nashville, I mean, obviously he was a -1, 0 points throughout it. He played one game. Same with McEachran. I don't mind it. I honestly didn't think he was too bad. I watched him at Abbotsford. I did kind of like his play against the Wranglers. I like Labate. It was a cool story, but he's not the permanent replacement that we thought he can be, and honestly, it makes sense. McEachran's the same thing. You could say he cost us technically not giving the Blues a point tonight. Not really. I think that call was BS, and I don't think the NHL knows what goalie interference is. Hell, I don't even know what goalie interference is because the NHL doesn't know. So I didn't think it was goalie interference. I thought Binnington had time to reset and make the save. If you're a fan of the Blues, you can come in and be like, "Rrr," but I thought Bennington had enough time to reset. I thought it was a good goal. I think Evander Kane should have his first of the season. McEachran looked fine. I really like his speed. He had 0 points. He's played one game. He might play another one depending on if Connor Garland's going to be back or not. But I did not mind McEachran. I think I like him a little bit more than LeBate. But yeah, so far I like what I see from McEachran. I'm gonna skip Tom Vilander for right now. We're gonna go to P.O. Joseph. Now P.O. Joseph. Oh yeah, here we go. For LeBate, I have it put as like okay. He's been okay. McEachran, okay. They played one game, smallest sample size you can have. P.O. Joseph, I put meh. Like he's not bad. I think he's had a couple games where he's been okay, and a couple games where he's been bad. I'm kind of going to put him at that meh stage because, he could come out. He's not going to be that top guy. He's not going to come out and be like a guy who puts up assists, who's setting up a bunch of plays. But if he's consistent, plays good, able to be good in the defensive zone and just clear the puck out when he needs to, not make any bad passes, is honestly what we can take. Makes one bad pass a game. I'll take it. But there's times where he's making bad passes. He's making bad plays. He's not playing great defensively. And that's kind of like the duality of a depth defenseman, right? You're not going to get the best out of them every game unless they're a young up-and-coming prospect like Tom Vilander. But P.O. Joseph, he's been in the NHL for a while. He's going to be at least solid. He's probably going to be like our next Newell Juleson, but he's going to be not throwing big hits to lose the play and then everything fall apart in the meantime. Let's go to Victor Mancini. He's been good. He has 0 points as well. Everyone who I've talked about so far has 0 points. In fact, only one person in this replacement list has a point, and he has 3. You'll know exactly who I'm talking about. Victor Mancini. I felt like he should have made the roster over P.O. Joseph, but the waivers exemption is the thing. He's the scratch. So technically, even if I feel like he would have been the scratch anyway. So technically, even if he did make it on the opening night roster as a scratch, he would have been an injury replacement, right? Because that's what your scratch is kind of for. I thought Victor Mancini's been good, and then he got hurt. He's played 2. Did he play 2 or 5 games? I have the list up here. He played 5 games, and then he ended up getting hurt. So that was great. I ended up closing my Google document, so I got to reload that. But yeah, he got hurt. That's not fun. Victor Mancini's now hurt. That's another injury that we have. It's crazy. Let's head over to Lucas Reichel. So Lucas Reichel was actually a trade. I will give my opinion on the trade as well. So far, how it's played out through... Is this his 4th game? 4th game, yeah. We traded a 4th round pick that we got for Ilya Mikheyev, like dumping his cap hit with Sam Lafferty and like a 2nd round pick for Lucas Reichel. He has been high energy, a good, solid, decent defensive guy. Like, not the perfect defensive player, but he's been solid defensively. He's had some mistakes. It's totally fine. He's had so many chances. He just can't finish. Man, I like Reichel's play. I like him so far. I like what he brings to this team. And in a fully healthy Vancouver Canucks team, if he could slot in 3rd, maybe 4th line, he'll be great in that role. He could even be like, if you don't want to play Jonathan Leckernacki, if Jonathan Leckernacki is kind of struggling, you want to send him to the AHL or you want to put him as a scratch, you could put him up on that 2nd line. I don't think that's a problem. Imagine him and Hedel on the same line, right? And then now you have an extra center. I thought he hasn't been playing bad as center. He's probably been like boosting his line a little bit, and that's great to see from a guy we gave up just a 4th round pick for. If he could start potting the puck, and I know Chicago fans are going to be like, he has no finish, that was his problem, he can't score, he doesn't play good defense, he's playing decent defense. If he could just start scoring, he could turn his game around. I thought he's been great. Shout out to the Toronto Blue Jays who could close it out tonight, according to the upload. Apologies that I'm going a little off topic, but Lucas Reichel has been great. I really like him. 0 points so far, but I like what I see, and I'm happy. He's going to start getting points soon, I hope. Now, we're going to go to Max Sasson. Now, I wanted to say Max Sasson for last because he is Sasson. Max Sasson for last because he's got the most points. But in terms of speed, play, driving anything, scoring points, he's been the guy. 3 points and 3 goals in, I think how many games has he played? Just double check this real quick. 8. So he's at 9. He's at 9 games so far, and he's got 3 goals. For Max Sasson, that's great. He's got 5 goals in total combined from AHL to NHL. I really like how Max Sasson's playing. I enjoy his style. He's really good. His speed's great. It's like, my thing is, we could have not kept O'Connor in the offseason. I do like O'Connor, and I do like that if if he had 50% more puck luck than he did, or than he has right now, we'd all look at him a little bit different. But I think if we didn't, we let O'Connor walk, a little bit more cap space, and we kept Sasson and kind of played him in the O'Connor role. Even next year, if you want to like ship out O'Connor in the offseason to make some cap space to work, because Sasson could kind of replace him, even on the wing, it's good. Sasson's been kind of a replacement center, and honestly, I think he could play second line center with how we are, but Reichel also could play second line center. So it's nice to have injury replacements. When your center depth is ass, be Lucas Reichel and Max Sasson, and apologies if I was bouncing, Lucas Reichel and Max Sasson, and you're not really complaining about it, because although those are lower caliber players, they're playing really good. So it's really nice to see. I like Sasson's play. I've always liked Sasson's play. I thought he was the most fun to watch in the Calder Cup playoffs. Good on Sasson. Hopefully he can keep this up. The Abbey line looks great. And it helps that he has chemistry with Baines and Karlsson. Like, that line they provide a bit of energy, and they played them at the end of the game against the Blues here. They put them in, and they kind of provided a little bit of a spark to just end the game, and they trusted Sasson and Baines in overtime. I would have put Karlsson in, but they trusted Sasson. And actually, you know what? I kind of like the Baines idea, because a little bit more speed than Karlsson, but they trusted them in overtime. It's pretty cool. It was nice to see. They had 2 shifts out there. And now the last but not least, our top defensive prospect, Tom Wielander. He's played 2 games, and I have to say, in those 2 games, he has been pretty solid. Pretty solid. Great. So I forget who I was like going off, but okay. So Labate, McEachran are okay. P.O. Joseph is meh. Mancini I put good. Reichel I put great. Karlsson I put okay. Sasson I put great. And I put for Tom Wielander so far, even with 0 points, great. I think he's been solid defensively. He's had some mistakes. That is totally fine. He's 22? He's 22, I think. Let me just... Tom Wielander. And now that we actually have his name pronunciation, I can practice it. Tom Wielander. He's 20. I don't know why I thought he was 22. He's 20. He's 20 and he looks like that? That's solid. It looks like a DPD light. And he's 20. I really like Tom Wielander's play. I like his shooting. The fact that he's not afraid to take a shot just because, you know what? He has an open shot. Just put it on net. This is exactly what we need to do. That's the mindset this team needs. And putting Tom Wielander in this roster who's taking shots like that, it's perfect. It's helping the team. I really like to see it. Tom Wielander is playing great. I hope they keep him in the lineup for just a little bit longer. If Quinn Hughes comes back, who do you take out of the lineup, though? Because you got Hronek, Myers, MP3, DP. So you got P.O. Joseph. Take P.O. Joseph out of the lineup for one game. Keep Wielander up until Mancini's healthy, and then send him down. If Hughes is healthy, send Kudryavtsev down. I would like to see Kudryavtsev play until I saw Mancini play, and I've just been very impressed. But yeah, 15-minute podcast. You know what? For such a short topic, me only having three little topics to talk about, I think I've been able to stretch it out a decent amount. I honestly, like, these injury players, as much as there's been like 1, 2, 3, 4 okays and mess, there's been 1 good and 3 greats. So it's nice to see. And although Max Sasson's the only one who's got points, they're providing in other ways, and these injury guys are really stepping up. These Abbey guys are really stepping up. Tom Wielander is a 20-year-old prospect. He's stepping up so much. It's really nice to see. But yeah, that is about it. As I have set a goal to try to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this upcoming season. If you're a Canucks fan and you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. The video up there is the video on your right is the video from Wednesday. The video on your left is the video from Monday. Subscribe's right down under there. I'll see you guys in the next one.